Yo, what's up, guys? I'm here just, sinking in this amazing views from the mansion. And I was reading the Bible and I wanted to share with you guys a versicle that is crazy. It's in Spanish, but I'll translate it in English more or less what it says. And I'll just share my real testimony of my life, and how I've switched from working for the devil, working for God. And this video, the objective of this video is that you are able to understand if you're working for the devil or for God or for both. And how can you work only for God, and how can you gain, peace, fulfillment, and how can you actually, start working in purpose and start walking in purpose, so you can actually fulfill your life's mission, why God created you. So here in 1 Corinthians 9, okay, it says, 1 Corinthians 9, versicle 25 and 26, it says, every athlete trains with discipline. They do it to win a trophy that will disappear. But we, and when it says we, it means God's family. This is my latest tattoo, and it says, Son of God. Why? Because I'm a son of God. I'm from God's family. You can also be from God's family. That's why I say we. I consider everyone I speak to here, everyone that is listening, I consider God's family. But God's family is not reading the Bible or going to church or just thinking. It's actually acting. What does your actions say? That's what really differentiates who is in God's family and who is in the devil's family, right? If you're not part of God's family, you will not be able to hear his voice. That's why in the Bible, it says that, God's wisdom is only going to be understood, and it's only going to reach God's family members. That's why you can be here sitting beside me, and if you're not from his family, you will not understand anything. Okay? So, it says here, okay, but we, we do it for an eternal trophy. So the trophy we work for is eternal. The trophy, people in this world that work for the devil work for will disappear. Money, watches, whatever, it will all disappear. God's family work for something that's eternal. First of all, they work for salvation, that is eternity. The entrance to God's kingdom, to heaven, that's eternal. And heaven is way better than this world. Heaven is not like clouds and stuff. It's just another fucking crazy shit that you cannot even understand. And it's billions and billions and billions of years. It's eternal, right? So it says, that's why, I run with purpose. I don't only just, hit the air, imagine just hitting the air, just fighting the air, that's how silly it is when you work for the devil. You just hit in the air. You're not going anywhere. Imagine you're a boxer and you're hitting the air. Like, what are you doing? What's the point? Right? So I want to take this to my life so you guys can, really see how this is actually real. Okay, so when I was 13 to 20, I was pretty much working for the devil because I was working for money. And when you work just for money, that's the devil because it disappears. Money just goes away, okay? So you're never going to find fulfillment, and you're never going to have enough, and you're never going to feel really good like that. What is the main difference when you work for God? You work with a purpose and you work with passion. Now, your intention is not making money. Okay? Like myself right now, when I do this video, my intention, so you guys know your intention from the deep inside your heart, why you do everything. Okay? I know what's my intention doing this video. And it's not making money. It's actually impacting people, helping people to better their lives, helping people to understand if they're working for the devil or for God, taking more people to God's family, taking more people to Jesus, taking more people to salvation, taking more people to actually fulfill the desires, and just build a great life that can impact the world. That's my intention. But I mean, I could say this and it could be a lie, because, only me know, only I know, and God. But God knows. So, guys, working for God is working with passion. God gave you passions, gave you a heart that has passion for different things. That's the areas that you guys need to work in. You cannot just be working in something that you're not passionate about. It's not going to take you anywhere in life, bro. It's not going to take you anywhere in life. Like, if I just look right now here outside and I'm looking at the sea, I'm looking at, I just share with you guys. I'm looking at the sea, the boats, the yachts, the mansion, the water. It's peaceful, it's fulfilling. If I have to describe how I feel right now, I would just say peace. Like I don't feel excited. I don't feel. Right now it's just peace. And this is a consequence of just working for a very long time with passion. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about doing this video. I'm passionate about reading the Bible. I'm passionate about everything I do. I'm passionate about going to the gym. I'm passionate about jumping in my campus every weekend, my calls with my students. I'm passionate about helping them. But guys, you need to do stuff with passion. When I was 20 years old, I started to do fitness with passion. I started to, I just was building with purpose so I could make a living of fitness that I was passionate about. At that time, I no more what I had in my mind. I want to be very rich. I want to make millions with fitness. That's not going to take you anywhere, bro. Will you make the millions? Of course. Do you think God cannot provide? But again, the intention you do everything is the why, bro. Why are you fucking doing that, bro? There's so much people nowadays creating content on social media, being YouTubers, Instagram, bullshit. What's the intention behind that? It's feeling better. It's being famous. It's making money. So they can buy this, buy that. They can flex this, flex that. Are you just showing people your richer meal because you want to flex on them that you're better than them? Or are you just showing them this so they can see what God has done in your life for you? Like, hey, look how good God has been to me, bro. He's blessed me with this watch, dude. Can you believe it? How good he is. How great he is. He really answers. He really never fucking misses, never fails. He's always got your back, bro. So, only you know your intentions, bro. And, when I'm sitting right here, right now, my wife is not home. She's with her family. So right now, I'm alone here in the mansion. There's no one else. And that's reality. That's most of your time is going to be you. With you. Unless you're married, most of my time I'm with my wife, but that's also a blessing from God. God blessed me with my soulmate, my best friend, my wife, a person that it's amazing to share every day with her. But he also blessed me with the opportunity of just being by myself and being good. That's why he blessed me with my wife, because I was grateful by myself. I didn't need anyone. So God is like, okay, LLADOS finally doesn't need anyone. LLADOS finally is in peace. LLADOS finally has created that man. Now I'm going to bless him with his wife. And he blessed me with my wife. You know, that's how it works. But when you say, oh, I found the love of my life, and like you just like need her, you needed someone, and you just grab that person, you're like, this is the love of my life. That's not. That's the person you just want to grab so you feel good, bro. You know, God is never going to bless you with things, you know, if you need them. He's going to bless you with things if you don't need them. And that's pretty deep, but it's the truth. That's why you are not getting that next level, that blessing that you want, that car, that body, because you need it so bad to feel good. It's only going to give it to you when you don't need it. Haven't you chased something for so long and you never got it? And then you just forgot about it and focused on yourself, and then suddenly, bam, you got it without even thinking. Because that's how it works. So guys, you know, this video is just so you can reflect. Am I working for God? Am I working for the devil? Like, who are you working for? You know, start working right now for God. Start working right now with purpose, with passion. You know, I worked for 6 years with passion for God without even knowing I was working for God. I was just working for passion. I was, you know, passionate. I was happy. I was excited. I was, and, you know, after 6 years, God made me a millionaire. Nothing that comes from God comes fast, easy, and without sacrifice and suffering. You're going to have to drop stuff, leave stuff, and start to take things out of your life. People, you know, material stuff, you know. So guys, this is to be honest, it's not very complicated so that everyone can understand. If you're working for the devil or for God, and yeah, you know, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this makes you think, and you know, hope you actually apply stuff and just keep going up, bro. Like, I love doing these things. I love the messages you guys send me on my Instagram. You know, I am LLADOS. It's been probably like 2 years, year and a half I've been doing videos in English, and it's crazy the testimony that you guys are already sending me and how you guys have completely changed your lives, you know, just by watching my videos. Many of you have, you know, joined my university just because of that, and we're just taking your life to even another level, you know. So again, the why, guys. God doesn't care about the what, he cares about the why. He doesn't care like what you want. Like, oh, you want a Lambo? Great. But why? You know, why? You know, you want this? Okay, great. But why? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why are you waking up at 5 a.m.? Are you waking up at 5 a.m. just to be a millionaire? Or are you waking up at 5 a.m. just to be grateful? To say thank you, God. To suffer, you know? Because many people just copy. You can just copy. You can just like people can just like copy the habits. They can copy waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym, doing videos, and they can say stuff similar to what I say, for example. But bro, you can't lie to God. I mean, you can lie to God, or you can lie to people that are really connected to God. People can see through bullshit, can see through passion, through authenticity. You know, if someone that has watched this video has been 14 minutes here watching me, they've been 40 minutes, they have invested 40 minutes, 50 minutes of their life. Why? Because you sense the authenticity. You sense the vibration. And that's why you have invested 50 minutes, you know. Everyone can sense shit, bro. That's why people grow, people don't grow. Let's get it.